if you've tried keto before and it didn't work. Or maybe you're curious about starting keto, but you're over 40 and wondering if it's even realistic. You're not alone. A lot of women try keto by simply cutting carbs and hoping for the best. But starting keto the right way makes a huge difference, especially after 40, when metabolism, hormones, and energy levels start to change. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to start keto in a simple, practical way so it actually fits your life. Keto can feel confusing at first. There are macros, electrolytes, hidden carbs, and so much conflicting information online. But the truth is, keto doesn't have to be complicated. In its simplest form, keto is about shifting your body from relying primarily on carbohydrates for energy to relying more on fat. When carbs stay low consistently, the body begins producing ketones and using fat as a fuel source. But many people struggle when they start keto because they try to change everything at once. Instead, I want to show you a much more practical approach, especially if you're starting keto after 40. One reason keto can feel difficult in the beginning is that many people approach it like a crash diet. They suddenly cut carbs extremely low, restrict calories, and eliminate foods without understanding what to replace them with. This can lead to frustration, fatigue, and giving up too early. Another challenge is that metabolism and hormones often shift after 40. That means quick fixes rarely work. What tends to work better is a steady, sustainable approach that focuses on consistency rather than perfection. When you start keto gradually and understand the basics, it becomes much easier to stick with. There are 5 steps to starting keto the right way. Step 1, focus on real foods first. The easiest way to begin keto is by simplifying your meals. Start building meals around foods like eggs, fish, poultry, beef, leafy greens, non-starchy vegetables, healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, and butter. Instead of focusing immediately on complicated recipes or keto products, begin by learning how to build simple plates that naturally keep carbs lower. For many people, just removing obvious sources of sugar and refined carbs can make the transition much easier. Step 2, lower carbs gradually. One of the biggest mistakes beginners make is dropping carbs extremely low overnight. While some people prefer that approach, others do better by gradually reducing carbohydrates. For example, start by reducing obvious sources like sugary drinks, desserts, bread, pasta, chips, and processed snacks. As your body adjusts, you can begin replacing those foods with lower carb alternatives. This gradual transition helps reduce the feeling of deprivation and makes keto more sustainable. Step 3, don't forget electrolytes. One of the most overlooked parts of starting keto is electrolyte balance. When carbohydrate intake drops, the body often releases stored water. With that water, important minerals like sodium and potassium can also shift. Some people describe feeling tired or sluggish in the early stages of keto. In many cases, this simply means the body is adjusting and may need adequate hydration and balanced electrolytes. Staying hydrated and eating mineral-rich foods can help support this transition. Step 4, prioritize protein and healthy fats. Another key to starting keto successfully is learning how to balance your meals. A helpful guideline is to include a source of protein, non-starchy vegetables, a healthy fat. For example, eggs cooked in butter with avocado and spinach, or grilled chicken with olive oil and roasted vegetables. Meals like this can help you stay satisfied while naturally keeping carbohydrates lower. Step 5, focus on consistency, not perfection. One of the most important mindset shifts when starting keto is understanding that progress doesn't require perfection. There will be days when meals aren't ideal. There may be social events, family dinners, or holidays where your routine changes. That's normal. What matters most is the overall pattern of your habits over time. Consistency is far more powerful than trying to follow a perfect plan for a few days and then giving up. If you're starting keto after 40, a few additional strategies can help make the transition smoother. First, focus on building sustainable routines rather than dramatic changes. Second, pay attention to energy levels, sleep, and stress management. These lifestyle factors often influence weight and metabolism just as much as food choices. And finally, give your body time to adapt. The goal isn't overnight results. The goal is building habits that support long-term health and energy. Here's a quick recap. If you want to start keto the right way, remember these 5 steps. Focus on real whole foods. Reduce carbohydrates gradually. Stay hydrated and mindful of electrolytes. Build balanced meals with protein and healthy fats. Focus on consistency instead of perfection. When you approach keto this way, it becomes much easier to maintain over time. If you're interested in learning more about the keto lifestyle, especially for women over 40, this channel is all about making keto simple, practical, and realistic. So if that sounds helpful to you, consider subscribing. I share new videos each week that break down common keto questions and strategies so you can build habits that actually fit your life. And if you're just getting started, you might also want to watch the next video where we talk about what happens during the first 30 days of keto.